Hey, Shalom, Eshel. I want to start off souls by giving no praise to Yahweh, Shem, El Shai, Shem, Makal, Kodash, the belongings to the apostles of GMS and honestly brothers doing the work in truth, was sincerity. This is an article that we actually brought out of the camp. I just want to, on Saturday, just wanted to go through it real quick with you, brothers. And it says Israel among the least religious countries in the world. I'll just go through the article real quick. So, it's only a short article, and then we'll see where the spirit leads. It says only 30% of Israelis say they are religious. Survey finds. Now we know what they define as that. I'm not too sure, right? But that doesn't matter if they are really the children of Israel. This would be 100%. Right now, I'll go into the article, but I'll jump straight to the scriptures. This is Hebrews 8 and 8. It says, for finding fault with them, the real children of Israel, he saith, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I'll make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Right? It says, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continued not in my covenant. Right? And I regarded them not, saith Yahweh. Right, and by not continuing in the Lord's covenant, that's going into the fact that one of the things where a lot of our people, follow different gods, right? They just straight don't follow the Lord, the Most High. So if you got only 30% that believes in the Most High, right? So 30% of Israelis, right? If only 30% of them say they're religious, right, that means the other lot ain't following to no standards, right? Once again, showing you that these are not the children of Israel, right? It says, verse 10, for this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I'll put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts, and I'll be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people. Right now, you might be saying, "Oh, but the New Testament doesn't believe." Well, this is a direct quote from Jeremiah 31:31. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I'll make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was an husband unto them, saith Yahweh." Right, and it goes on to basically repeat the same point. Right, further down, right? But once again, we say, does this fit the people in the land? No, because you see only 30% of them are, quote, religious, right? It says it was located in one of the most religious regions in the world, but Israelis have little faith, right? According to a recent Win Gallup poll, that took the religious pulse of 65 countries. Right, so for instance, we can get this. This is Psalms 50 and 16. Right, we'll also get, let's grab this as well. Daniel's 12, no, it's not 3, it's 12 and 4. 12 and 10. Right, this is Psalm 50 and 16. But unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Right, so basically saying, look, why are you trying to claim the Most High in these scriptures? Why are you trying to do that? Right, which is what an example you see here, because that's why only 30% of them are religious, because the majority of them are heathens, man, Amalekites, right? The chief house of Esau. Yeah, now we do teach that you're going to have the children of Israel scattered amongst them, right? But for the most part, Israelites, they believe, whether they all be deep into this, that, and the other. For the most part, loaded we believe in the Most High. You go over there to them African, quote unquote, West African, quote unquote, countries of Ghana, Nigeria, right? That's why, for instance, Ghanaians, Nigerians, and I know Nigerians for sure, they get circumcised very young, if not on the 8th day itself, right? That is a custom amongst them. Right, whereas you come over here to England, the majority of these people will look at you sideways for being, you tell them, I'm circumcised or I need to get circumcised. They're looking at you like, what are you doing that for? Well, oh, it has no benefit, blah, 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 blah. No, yeah, okay, you can say that, but the Lord said to do it, so that's why I'm going to do it. Right, it says Daniel 12:3 says, many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. Right? So, like I said once again, for the most part, these Israelis, they gonna be Amalekites, man. Right? So it ain't for them to understand. It ain't for them, to believe in a God and follow His laws. Right? This is less than 1/3 of Israelis say they're religious, which is well below the norm in Western Europe. It is, however, about equal with the level of religiosity in England and Scandinavia, the poll found, which are among the least religious in the world. And take note of that, Scandinavia as well. Right, so around the globe, 63% of people polled say they are religious. Overall, the young tend to be the most religious, albeit by a narrow margin, as are the, quote, least educated and the poorest, the poll found, right? So, what is that? What can you deduce from that? Right, the higher you go up into this man's wall, right, the less you go and start, believing in the Most High, or to the contrary, the higher you up, the more likely you are you're an Edomite, because at the end of the day, this ain't our rest. Pursuant to Micah 2:10. Right, Hebrews 13:14 says here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. Right, it says 66% of the world's people under 34 are religious, compared to 60% of others. Only 6% of people with low incomes describe themselves as convinced atheists worldwide, compared with 1/4 of those with high incomes. So 1/4 of those with high incomes straight up say there is no God. And you know what the scriptures say about that. It says Psalms 14:1. It says, the fool hath said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. Right? The Independent reported, followed by retirees and students. It says, religion continues to dominate our everyday lives. You see, blah, O ye of little faith in Israel, in the Middle East and North Africa, 82% of people consider themselves religious, and in Thailand, 94% say they're religious, the poll found. Right, in Israel, though, the global proportion is reversed, with 30% saying they're religious and 65% saying they're either not religious or convinced atheists. Thus, the proportion of self-identified atheists is just 8%. However, so this is basically trying to say only 8% say of Israelis say there is no God. Right, but if they really are the children of the Most High, right, 100% are supposed to say that there is a God, and 100% are supposed to follow His laws, as was prophesied, and that they should be pushing that throughout the world, as prophesied in Isaiah the 2nd chapter. Right, it says also among the profoundly irreligious or communist China. Right, you just want to jump to the point. This last paragraph here says, in the West, Sweden is the least religious country, with 78% saying they're either not religious or convinced atheist. Right, and why do I stress on that? Because Sweden, you have a load of these guys that be getting themselves implanted with the RFID microchip. Right, because they don't believe in a God. Right, they don't, they most likely don't know about the mark of the beast, and if they do, they don't care. We've read the scriptures as to why they won't care, right? Because if you don't fear the Most High, you gonna take that chip, and you know what? Things are gonna get so bad. Jay gonna start taking that chip, man. But you know what? The elect of Israel, they ain't gonna take. Right? This is Revelations 13:16 and 17. It says, and He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Right? So that's all the world. Right? Whether they're famous, whether they're a homeless man in the streets, whether they're in the jail, whether they're walking free. Right? They're going to be forced to take a mark, and the word for mark there is charagma, right? Which means an incision. Right? So they're going to be forced to take it, man. right? It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. But he's saying you ain't gonna be able to basically maneuver, right, without this mark of the beast, man, right? If you wanted to, get some petrol, how you gonna pay for it? If you wanted to go buy some food, how you gonna pay for it if you ain't got this chip? Right? If you wanted to maybe get a bicycle, right, because you can't afford the petrol, or you can't buy petrol, what you going to trade for that bicycle, man? Right? So this is all the plans of the elites, right? And that's why people over there, in these in Sweden, that's why they be taking the chip like it's no one's business, man. Now once again, you're gonna have Swedes that are really Israelites over there, right? Because Israel went around the whole world, man. Israel's Lord, the curses in Deuteronomy 28:64 says Israel shall be scattered throughout the world. Right, so Lord's what that was edifying. I'm gonna end it here. And yeah, like I said, just more proof that these ain't the guys, man. They ain't the guys, they ain't the real children of Israel. They do not fit prophecy whatsoever. Right? Them being in that land is not fulfillment of any prophecy. Right? Right, well, apart from that, the wicked will take our land. Right? So until the next time, I say shalom.